Hi guys, this video we're obviously going to be having a look at the Neca Terminator 2 Judgment Day figures series 2. Now obviously I explained in the first video that I'm not too sure how the series is working, to be honest. I've had to go through, just re-going over it again, I had to go through the internet trying to find out what was released when and where, because when I've started collecting these figures literally when this year, 2012, so obviously these figures have been coming out since 2009 and I didn't know what figures to buy and when they came out and what series is of what, and it's been quite hard to find out. That from what I can tell, there's been 3 series released so far, plus extra figures. But anyway, if you watch all the videos that I'm doing, you will eventually see all the figures that are released. So whether I have got them wrong, I don't know, but in the long run we're going to get all the Terminator 2 figures done. So do apologise if it is wrong, but for some reason I've had a nightmare trying to find out what was released when, going by the pictures on the back of the packets. Just I don't know, just been hard work, to be honest. But anyway, from what I'm calling series 2, we have 3 figures, being the T800 Cyberdyne Showdown, the Endoskeleton Battle Damaged, and the T800 Final Battle. Now these two, the Endoskeleton Battle Damaged and the T800 Final Battle, you will have no problem whatsoever finding them, to be honest. Quite easy to get hold of. The one that's going to cause you the biggest problem of all is this fella here, the Cyberdyne Showdown T800, and I can understand why. It's an absolutely fantastic figure, brilliant sculpt of Arnie, good old heavy bit of packaging as well. You know, you can tell you've got a good solid figure in there. Lots of extras, being the duffel bag there. He's got a grenade launcher on his shoulder, and he's got the Gatling gun with all the ammo going into the duffel bag as well. So there's plenty in this figure, or plenty to come with this figure, I should say. And like I say, absolutely fantastic. Gotta be honest with you, I think out of every single Neca T2 figure, this is the one you want to have. By all means, it's not the hardest to get hold of. For me, it was the second hardest to get hold of. The hardest one for me was the T1000 Galleria, but I'll show you, that's in the next series, I'll show you that. This for me was the second hardest to get hold of. Lately on eBay I've been seeing quite a few come on from China. Don't know whether they're knockoff or not. I might buy one just to find out, and then obviously I can do a comparison between the one I get from China and this one. But for some reason there was none. You couldn't get hold of one from anywhere. Then suddenly they all started popping up from China. So look into that how you will. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I'm sorry, but it seems a bit of a coincidence. The same going with the Kratos Medusa head, but I might be completely wrong, so I do apologise if I'm wrong. But anyway, like I say, get this figure. If you only buy one figure out of the whole series, this is the one you want. Yeah, that's not just for the fact that it's quite hard to get hold of. I'm talking in terms of its sculpt and everything, and how such a great figure it is, to be honest. On the back we have the Endoskeleton, Man or Machine, Pescadero Escape, and Final Battle. And it says Specs T800 Cyberdyne Showdown. The T800, accompanied by Miles Dyson and Sarah and John Connor, break into Cyberdyne systems to destroy Dyson's research, in addition to those parts left behind from the original Terminator. During this mission, police and SWAT teams respond to Cyberdyne security, and the T800 must fight them off while keeping his promise to John to refrain from killing. Armed with a minigun and a grenade launcher, the T800 destroys most of the police vehicles, incapacitating their defences, allowing the heroes to escape. So that's the Cyberdyne Showdown T800. Like I've bleated on already. My favourite figure out of the whole lot. So get this one. Next we'll look at the T800 Final Battle. Now he comes with the grenade launcher, exactly the same obviously grenade launcher you just seen in the Cyberdyne Showdown, an alternate head with obviously a lot of damage to his right side, and you can see the endoskeleton skull in there quite clearly, and on the main figure obviously got another fantastic figure. They've all been fantastic sculpts of Arnie, to be honest, and comes with his arm that's obviously been ripped off there. Comes with all little bullet holes in the jacket as well. The detail on this is absolutely fantastic. I've only got one regret with these figures, is the fact that I haven't took them out of packet. I'd love to take these guys out of packet and just have them all displayed, but I literally just can't afford to do that and have a set in packet as well. If I can, I will, you know that. So again, you can see this is obviously where he's just started to show a bit of damage on there. Another faultless figure from Neca. And on the back of this one, so we've got the Endoskeleton, Man on Machine, Cyberdyne Showdown, Pescadero Escape, and of course the Final Battle here. And on the back it says model T800 Final Battle. After escaping Cyberdyne, the T800 Sarah and John Connor are pursued by the T1000 into a steel mill. The Terminators engaged in violent hand-to-hand combat, causing the T800 to sustain critical damage. Now missing his left arm and operating on a limited power capacity, the T800 staggers to Sarah and John's rescue and fires his last grenade into the T1000, causing it to explode and fall into a vat of molten steel. So obviously a iconic and well remembered scene from the film, and like I said, another faultless figure, can't fault it. So as always, get this one in your collection as well. I'm sorry, but brilliant one, to be honest. Now lastly we have, which for me is probably the biggest letdown of the whole series. In this, what I'm calling Series 2, we've got my favourite figure, the Cyberdyne Showdown T800. Then we've got this, which is about as... there's no weight to it whatsoever. It's as thin as... obviously the T800 Endoskeleton, battle damaged. Now, if we're going to talk battle damaged, that's what I would call battle damage. Doing little black marks on his chest, which are literally just like looks like little transfers or bit of paint. Looks absolutely pathetic, if you ask me. Comes with an alternate hand and obviously the cannon there, but for me there's absolutely no reason whatsoever to own this figure. If I could just grab the T800 that comes with from Series 1, you can see it's exactly the same figure. Obviously comes with different guns, same hand, and all this honestly has is just these three little black marks. I guess that's one on the chest, but what looks like battle damage to me on there is just not as painted as well, to be honest. So for me, biggest letdown, biggest putting Neca over my knee and spanking going on here, to be honest, because I'm not happy with this one. But you know, had to get it to add it to the collection. But you're literally only buying it to have the other gun, to be honest. There's no reason to have this figure whatsoever. I'd have rather seen a battle damaged T800 with an arm bent up, or something a bit better than this, because this is absolutely scandalous, really, how they got away with that. Anyway, on the back, model T800 Endoskeleton features Skynet most advanced control system, fully armoured in a hyper alloy sheath around vital areas, or hyper alloy I should say. Frictionless bearings in its joints allow the unit to manoeuvre through its range of motions faster than previous models. In the event of critical damage, a secondary power source allows the unit a margin of time to complete its mission. When set to autonomous mode, it can learn like a human being, actually becoming more efficient as time goes on. So exactly the same write-up on the back, exactly the same other figures displayed there, being the Pescadero Escape, Man or Machine, Cyberdyne Showdown and the Final Battle. And I've just actually noticed that this T800, the not battle damaged, actually has the battle damaged picture one on the back as well, so I couldn't even be bothered to put a non-battle damaged picture on the back of it. But anyway, like I say, biggest disappointment of the series for me, exactly the same as the other T800. If you were just going to buy one Neca T800, I personally would buy the T800 from the Terminator 1, which I'll show you a comparison video of all the T800s in another video. But for me, if you're just going to buy one of the Neca ones, it would be this one, or definitely the Cult Classics one, which is obviously harder to get hold of. So like I say, massive disappointment there. Thanks Neca, in the same series you've given us the worst figure and the best, so I guess that's how you get away with it, or you've got away with it. But as always, thanks for watching guys. See, I can't even get these stand up. And also one thing is, if you're going to display these stood up, these Terminator ones, because they're quite shallow in the packaging as well, they lean forward, and you can't just get them stood up. They're all going to tip forward, to be honest. But as always guys, thanks for watching. Obviously any questions, anything I got wrong, please let me know, and I'll catch you guys again in the next video. Cheers, you take care, bye bye.